Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. The stand... Chiesa! Good strike, quite an alarm. Bertone has made a 50-50 start, 3 points after 2 games. Anything that caught your eye?
Yeah, I mean, they've shown some good patches in games, but they need to
get a bit of consistency, to be reliable week on week.
Yeah, go along with that. They're strong and competitive, they've made a decent start, and they can kick on from here, there's no doubt about that.
Bernardeschi. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Bernardeschi. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. It's come loose. He's got away with one there.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's making good use of his strength there. Towering header! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He gets past his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! No, not this time.
Bertone can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Lays it out to the flank. Alexandro. Ramsey spreads it towards the left. Bernardeschi. He's through. He's had a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Chiesa provides an outlet. Going through. Chiesa! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Juventus head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Una. Oh, that is lovely footwork. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And here's the chance to counter. Chiesa is flagged offside. Gets it upfield. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Into the channel. He's got away. He's gone for it. He's scored. And this is getting better and better. That was a given. It always was.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Luperto. Crotone on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
Gets the better of his man. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Ramsey. Thor. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Riviere. Chiesa.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Play for a throw. It's a poor throw that, kicked off with relative ease. Two minutes to be added on. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that is that. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
It remains for me to thank Jim Begrin for joining us and to wish you a very good... So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also a great reader of the game, and his positioning is usually spot on. The technical side of defending doesn't often get a mention, but just watch this guy's tackles if you want a great display of timing and precision. He does it best.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead. Shapes to shoot!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ramsey. Oh, he's in! Has a pop! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Has a pop! Spezia have had a strange old start. 1-1 drawn, 1 lost 1. What do we make of them?
Consistently inconsistent, Peter, certainly in terms of the results. And it really is a case of which version you're going to get. I'm not sure what's going to turn up on this pitch.
Gets away from his opponent. Chiellini eases the ball away from him. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! Tries to get it forward quickly. Spezia cannot keep hold of the ball. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. Ramsey goes looking. It's a promising ball. Going for goal! And he's done it!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. It was a decent game up to now. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Juventus, they're in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Juventus really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Saponara. Has a hit!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Arthur. And it's Ramsey. Dybala. Dybala drives it forward. Ronaldo just doesn't give up. You just know he'll be in there again before long.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Crowd calling for him to real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Still, a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Oh, real danger here. Played in with accuracy. Bentancur has created one goal already. Striding forward, facing goal. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Juventus are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Bentancur. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ramsey. Room for a... He's had a shot! Back of the net! And this is getting better and better.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Spezia have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Juventus get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Oh, that's nice. Tries to swing it in. And there goes the final whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and a lesson dealt.
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Edin Dzeko. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Rabiot! Goal! Juventus! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Juventus Have an early lead. Good start. Bernardeschi. It's got through. It's Morata! That is absolutely glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Juventus got themselves a 2-goal cushion.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
That intervention was very necessary. Rabiot with up for a header, and it's there! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. An absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Zaniolo. And it's Mkhitaryan. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Ramsey. And here's Morata. No, not quite.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Forward it goes. And here's Morata. It's Morata! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Juventus totally rampant here. Now it's Dzeko.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's past the post.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Zaniolo. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And there's the end of the first half. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Juventus pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. Ramsey has given away a free kick. Now it's Dzeko. Mkhitaryan. Pastore. He could be... It's Dzeko! Quadrado. Bernardeschi. Set up one goal so far. Bernardeschi goes looking. Rabiot gets it back. Bernardeschi. He's there to receive it. Shoots! Really well taken goal. Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Juventus tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Now it's Dzeko. He could be in here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bernardeschi. It has got... Morata shoots! Gets it upfield. Roma have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
And it's Rabiot. Goes for it! Oh, denied at the last.
Juventus are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Roma keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Zaniolo. Mkhitaryan. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. And here's Mkhitaryan. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the referee brings it to a close. Juventus enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Juventus have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not
Juventus come into this game having taken all 3 points in their opener. Just what was needed to get the campaign off to the smooth start they wanted. Their boss has been keen to point out in his press conference that they must remain focused, and that focus is something they should be able to keep because the position is clear. Perform now as they did first up, and they would be in the frame for pole position in this group. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, I think they have every reason to go after another 3 points here. They pretty much set their stall out in the first match. So why back off now? It's not the time to compromise. They have the belief, and they must stick to what they're good at, I feel. Last time around we were saying, start as you mean to go on. So no deserting instincts, thanks.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I'm going to say the Uruguayan Cavani. His willingness to put so much effort in is why he scores so many goals. And that also translates to his defensive work, in pressing, chasing and tackling. It's all there from him.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Morata. It's Morata! Yeah, he's found him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. Ronaldo with a real chance here. Cristiano Ronaldo! That was travelling. That's not going to make it. Hoists it forward. And here's Morata.
Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Shaw. Dashing forward at pace. He's picked him out. It's a fabulous... He's had a shot! Goal! Juventus!
And looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And here's Cavani. He's got away. Is there any support? He might not need it. Bentancur. Arthur. Gets the better of his man. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward. Alexandro. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a pop! Decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Juventus glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but we have to say things could have been very different. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Juventus, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again.
Juventus really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. Maguire.
Arthur goes looking. He's gone for it! They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Juventus take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Forward it goes. Alexandro. Manchester United keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Real chance! Just couldn't quite turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Bruno Fernandes. Danilo. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could...
Shapes to shoot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Morata really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Lindelof gets good distance on it. And that's a throw-in. Bentancur. Bentancur. With a definite foul there. No, that's not the ball he wanted. wing, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Big chance! This could fall anywhere!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Manchester United can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Lindelof plays it forward. And help's available out wide. That's offside. Yes, it is. Grant sends that, and the referee brings it to a close. Juventus away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. The action has already started. It's... Oh, wow, that is fantastic! From Captain Fantastic!
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein. Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Juventus take the early advantage. Well, that's where he wants it. Bonucci does well there, alert. Juventus scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Over to the left. Danilo battles to win it back. Danilo very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Bologna coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If needed, he's quick to make changes, and I just think he has more than a plan B.
Dybala! This could fall anywhere. Dybala. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a loose ball.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Dybala, he gets past his man. Massive leap! And there's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Juventus, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the action is back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now, and we get some free-flowing football.
In! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Juventus got themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that...
Has a goal! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That was a given. It always was.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display. What a player.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Heads it! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Attempts to play it through. Ramsey gets the better of his man. Ramsey with diving header! He's scored! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Juventus totally rampant here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hoists it forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Out to the left it goes. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hits one! Oh, the ball's come loose! Forward it goes. Danilo gives chase. Juventus have it back and they can go again. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bologna are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Keeper's got good distance on that. That's great strength on the ball. De Ligt gets his foot in there. He's played him, and Dybala! Terrific save. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And now the breakaway. Gets it into the middle. Cleared away. And it's Rabiot. And there goes the final whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. As you can see, we've already started here. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Arthur plays it forward. Looking to force his way through. He's through and all along. Morata! They scored!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Juventus go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's given away a free kick. Loose ball, who's going to get that? That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Forward it goes. Ball through needs to be good here. He's gone for it! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Juventus take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Played in with accuracy. Alexandro does well to read it and intercepts. Rabiot drives it forward. Now it's Morata. Rabiot. It's Rabiot! In he goes again! He'll have a go. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's Ramsey. And here's Morata. Morata gets it out to the wing. Chiesa!
back at that. That's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Juventus take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Gets it upfield. De Ligt cuts it out. And here's the chance to counter. Arthur. Ramsey. Oh, he's found it. Has a goal! It's a goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Juventus totally rampant here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
We hit half-time. Oh, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Juventus dishing out what has been nothing short of an absolute mauling. The game is surely already in the bag, but there is plenty for the boys to talk about during half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And again, they pile on the misery.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
So here comes the substitution. Morata taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Juventus tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. He's got options out wide. Chiesa, he gets past his man. Chiesa hits one! And that's wide.
Juventus were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening. That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Hoists it forward. Chiellini goes looking, out to the right, back into the middle. Rabiot. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Cristiano Ronaldo shoots! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And it's played forward. Chiesa. He's made sure that that won't get through. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's got a... Chiesa! He's put it wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Juventus, well, they had to win at home, and win they did. And they who take the initiative and head onto opposition territory on the front foot. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Juventus simply made their superiority count. They found cruise control quite early and didn't need to go to turbo.
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. It is the David and Goliath story, a day for cup dreams, or perhaps a hard dose of reality.
Well, Peter, I suppose this is more of the romantic side of things. The outside chance of a surprise result between two teams that are separated by a wide gap in terms of ability. Tomorrow's headlines should be predictable, but if
It's one! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
And it's Ramsey. Cristiano Ronaldo. Morata. It's Morata! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Chiellini gets it back. Cristiano Ronaldo belts one. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keeper sends it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cuts it out. So it is still 0-0.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
He hits it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Juventus are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
It's a fabulous position. Oh, good. Rabiot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Distance on it. Oh, good interception. And here's the chance to counter. He's off on a marauding run. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiesa. Up for the header. Goal!
Well, let me assure you that scoring just before half-time is always a real treat. And when it's one of your top talents who delivers it, it just seems to fuel confidence that little bit more. Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Juventus take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Gets away from his opponent. Can chance! Really well taken goal. And already they're looking to run away with it. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Juventus in control at half-time, 2-0. And the action is back underway. And it's played forward. Ramsey. Good ball. It's Morata! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Battles to win it back. He's got options out wide. Going through. Just brushed off the ball there. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rabiot goes looking to break out here, gets the better of his man. Plays it out to the flank. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a...
Chiesa! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
It's become a case of men against boys. Played out to the right. Well positioned to make that interception. Rabiot drives it forward. Breaks on here. And it's Ramsey. Rabiot. Chiesa! And that has flown over.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Forward it goes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got it, and he's got time. Out to the right. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Juventus have done it again. Another step towards glory. Still a fair way to go. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and the lesson dealt.
Juventus emerging for this crucial group game here, the tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that of course is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Istanbul Başakşehir have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So it's away we go then. It's a throw in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Going for goal! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Morata really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
Giacchi. It's Junior Caesaro. Forward it goes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo drives it forward. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Juventus! The breakthrough strike! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Juventus go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's played forward. Ramsey. Good. It's Morata! They've done it! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Juventus grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Bentancur goes looking. Can he get the shot away? Plays it back. Ramsey! And more and more and more. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Juventus take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Calderim. Bentancur gets it back.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, Not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Up towards the front line. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Ramsey already, of course, on the score sheet. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Juventus are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. So we're just settling back into this second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Played out to the right. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Gets up to head it! He has done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Has a pop! Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it! Ramsey, chance to break. Done very well to intervene. Calderim has been caught there, it's a foul. He's got away. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Babajan gets it upfield. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually. Well, tries a shot! No, that's just wide.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Out to the left it goes. Dybala. Yildirim. Istanbul Başakşehir have it back and they can go again. Well, that's where he wants it. Junior Kaysara. Dybala is onto it and can take it up. He's left his man.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Giacchi. This official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. That may well be that. That is that. A great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Juventus simply made their superiority count. They found cruise control quite early.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old... Morata shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Pandev. Morata. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiesa! A real chance and a real let-off.
Juventus know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
And it's Pandev. Morata. Juventus are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. And here's Ramsey. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in! Morata shoots! Goal! Juventus!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Juventus break the deadlock.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Juventus have a very fine defensive record over recent games. Arthur drives it forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Goes direct to the front line. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. De Ligt. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Timely intervention. Alexandro hoists it forward. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Forward it goes.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I have noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
Chiesa! Oh, couldn't get hold of it.
Juventus are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meat.
The first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Juventus, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Juventus, Chiesa! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Chiesa really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Well, that's where he wants it. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Looking to break out here. Right through the middle. Chiesa! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Fidel. Zajc plays it forward. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Goalkeeper's ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Finds himself eased off the ball. Chiesa. And here's Morata. And here's Ramsey. Morata. Chance! Great save, real class.
Morata simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Crescito. And it's played forward. And it's Cristiano. He hits it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Forward it goes.
Genoa are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Patel.
Genoa need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Well positioned to make that interception. Juventus just have to... And there goes the final whistle. Juventus win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional...
It is derby day, Juventus and Torino. In this city, there is no fixture more significant, nor one more history-laden. And today's edition promises to be another absolute cracker. The noise in the stadium is quite something. The fans understand how much it means. And indeed, the players have to come to understand that and to realise that this is the day to bring their A-game. Of course, there's a risk in fixtures like this that passion takes over and the players can lose their heads. Managers have some preaching to do, though their jobs are on the line. These are the games that make the difference. There is a frantic ferocity about the ambience here, and indeed there can be about the game itself. It is very much a psychological challenge. There is not long to go now until kick-off. The level of anticipation is extremely high. It is spine-tingling. We can barely wait here. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So it is the Bianconeri against La Granata, another edition of this most classic neighbourly rivalry.
Well, the Torino derby, Peter, has a special place in the history of Italian football, so prepare yourself for an intense coming together that doesn't have much to do with current form. The atmosphere is electric, as you'd expect. The football is highly charged, so it never really needs much of a spark. It is likely to fly by too, so don't take your eyes off it, and I think you'll have to trust me on that.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, when it comes to history and rivalry, this is a derby with all the right ingredients. Predicting a winner, though, is another matter, and I'm afraid I'm on the fence for this.
Ronaldo tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Ramsey. Now Chiesa! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Has he picked him out? Chiesa! Chiesa! Verdi tries a pass forward. Arthur drives it forward. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Gets it back. Hoists it forward. Belotti.
Cuadrado just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
And here's Dybala. Chiesa.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Marcelli. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's picked him out. And Dybala! It'll be a throw-in. Whipped it, shapes to shoot! The captain delivers!
And as usual, the skipper has put a lot of effort and endeavour into that goal, and now provides a platform to take that fresh impetus into the second half and go on and try and win this contest.
Juventus draw first blood here.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Now, shapes to shoot. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Juventus know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Very is the half-time whistle. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Juventus, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second. Chiesa! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Just brushed off the ball there. Juventus are in superb form defensively. 5 consecutive clean sheets. Baselli. Ricardo Rodriguez. And it's Pelotti. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's a promising ball. Now it's Dybala. Gets the better of his man, and Dybala! Verdi. Rincon. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
And it's played forward. And out to safety. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And the counter is on.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Chiesa goes looking. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just off target.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
It's going to be a double change then.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Dybala. Now a chance to break.
Juventus certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Verdi not easily shrugged off the ball. Juventus just have to run. So that's it. It is all over. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Juventus made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim. Hello and welcome all as we wait for the start of a match amongst the most anticipated fixtures over the course of the entire season. A day certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is yet another edition of this long-standing conflict between two sides engaged in a never-ending rivalry. One that never has and never will lose its intensity, no matter what the context, no matter how many times these two clubs meet.
The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. So it's away we go then.
Well, when it comes to history and rivalry, this is a derby with all the right ingredients. Predicting a winner, though, is another matter, and I'm afraid I'm on the fence for this.
And Dybala!
They've managed to get it away. Lukaku. Martinez.
And the finish! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's Vidal. Brozovic tries to switch the play.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Dybala. Massive leap! And another time! Goal! Juventus! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Juventus
Get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Lukaku hoists it forward. Chance to break.
He hits it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Gets his head to it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Brozovic can't get the better of his opposite number. Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's a fine save!
Cristiano Ronaldo is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Bentancur goes looking. And it's Dybala.
He's got options out wide. He gets past his man. Aimed in towards the centre.
Brozovic. Vidal. And it's played forward. Lukaku.
It's Lukaku! A chance to play it in.
First half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Juventus go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Already up and running for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Chiesa! Oh, the ball's come loose!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And here's the chance to counter. Chiesa. A great ball, he's gone for it! Sticks it away! 2 to the good, they have breathing space.
Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Juventus take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And the counter is on. Had a shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Nokia. What a ball this has turned out to... And a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Morata is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulder as much as he'll want.
Dashing forward at pace. Brozovic. Hakimi has got himself a free kick. Played out to the right. Well positioned to make that interception. He's left his man. Chance! And more, and more! And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Bentancur, he's through the middle. Chiesa, diving header! And in it goes! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to do that, to throw yourself at the ball knowing you could catch a boot in the head. Well done, son.
Juventus totally rampant here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Ericsson. And that is that. Juventus, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents in superior quality. The end of the game. Reflections?
Juventus made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. Juventus can settle it right here, right now. There is a relaxed air about it, not a real sense of urgency or anything remotely resembling that. The crowd, though expectant, they fully require of their team to get it done on the night. The stands here, the Curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. So, first mission just about accomplished. Time now to look ahead.
Yeah, on a night when a point will suffice, they have to take to the field, Peter, with a mindset to win. Everything else will then take care of itself until the draw is made for the round of 16. They cannot allow a muddled mindset.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to... Goes for goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Calderim hoists it forward.
Morata.
It's Morata!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Morata put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better luck next time.
Istanbul Başakşehir ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac.
Hits one! Goal! Juventus!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Forward it goes.
A good deal hanging on what they can achieve here. A point will do. Arthur gets into the right position to intercept. Bonucci has set up one goal so far. Dybala plays it forward.
Right through the middle. That's a pop! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Morata certainly did his part with a lovely pass, and unfortunately the loveliness ceased there. It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty pucks.
Going through. Giuliano. Gets the better of his man. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes.
The referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Juventus clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Juventus head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're already back underway here.
Juventus just about have their noses in front.
Just wouldn't be beaten there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Into the channel. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. What a ball this has turned out to be. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Calderim. And it's played forward. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Bonucci with the foul. He's had a look. Giuliano. A real chance to break. That had to be more accurate. Ball is over the line. Arthur goes looking. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely controlled. Dybala! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Paulo Dybala clearly is aware of how important that was. He'll be hoping that it won't come back to haunt him.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Morata! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Juventus have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, this is what the team set out to do, no doubt. And it's the first significant mission out of the way. I think having seen the performances so far and with the momentum they've amassed, I quite fancy them to do well in the next phase too, you know.